Good morning, you guys. Good morning. It is Sunday, March 9th. Okay. It is 8:23 a.m. I just got up about 8. I overslept. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh. Happy Sunday. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. I don't think I recorded at all yesterday, did I? But if I did, happy Saturday as well. As a matter of fact, I did on my phone. I don't know about. Yeah, I think I did on my phone a little bit. I got up yesterday morning. Got myself together, walked on over there to the dentist. I did record that on my phone. I'll probably include it in this clip somewhere. Probably at the end of this video. But I did walk over. It was a nice little spot. And I talked to the young lady. It's by appointment only. That's my fault for thinking just because it's in the neighborhood that it would just be that they would just have walk-ins. I could have sworn when I read it said it had walk-ins, emergency walk-ins. I'm sure I read that on the site. But I did not read appointment only. If I did, if it was on there, I overlooked it. But I definitely saw where it says walk-ins accepted. So that's frustrating. But she said appointment only. They didn't have anything Saturday. So I think she said the next one available was April something. I was like, okay. It was a bit frustrating. And then me too, asking questions that I really already knew the answer to, but just was hoping that there would be additional answers, and that was, is there any other way to abstract a tooth without using a needle? Aside from putting someone to sleep, and there is no other way. I knew the only other alternative would be having to be put to sleep, and she said they don't do that there. We would have to send you somewhere else for that. So I did get quite a bit of information. I talked to her for a bit, just for a little bit actually. Then I left. Went back and talked some more because I had other questions. What you mean? If he not in the living room, he probably on the back porch. So yeah, just other information, and then I walked down to Cicero, and it took the Cicero bus to Aldi's. I had like $20. Actually, I had $40. I went to I forget the name of the place, but to see if I could win anything. I wasn't able to. So then I left and went and just grabbed a few things. A loaf of bread, some chips, big box of popcorn. Because the kids want to watch movies and things and eat popcorn while watching movies. And you go to the dollar store, they don't put a lot in the thing anymore. So I was like, I'm just gonna get a big one, and even that only had 12 in there, but it's still more than what you would get from the dollar store. So I got that because I already got the popcorn, the butter sauce, and all that, the whatever, so we can, watch movies. I got a big bag of Cheetos. I said bread, and I got some ice cream for them. They only had the butter pecan. Sorry, they had vanilla, but what they wanted, the vanilla that they had, they wanted way too much. They did not have a lot of options, a lot of selections at all. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a butter pecan. I was like, I think the kids will like that. So I got that. They only had the brown paper bags, which I hate, but it is what it is. I grabbed one of those and I left. I was just moving slow, taking my time. But I left, and as I'm walking out, it's police everywhere, y'all. I'm like, everywhere. I was like, well, what the heck is going on? Like, I just went in the store. I wasn't in there that long. Well, actually, it was a little bit because I was walking around trying to decide on what to get. I have my coffee. I was walking around for a while trying to decide on what to get. You try to stretch what you do have. And obviously I would have had more had I used the 20, hadn't spent the other 20, but you never know. I might have went in and spent that 20 and one, double that, and been able to get more. So it's just a chance you take. But it was police everywhere, you guys. Like, I was like, what is going on? And it's crazy. So as I'm walking, I see this like little white pickup truck, and this lady is in it. The door is open. I don't see if it's anybody in the driver's seat at all. I couldn't see that. But as you walk a little bit more, which at first for some reason it did not catch my attention. Why, I don't know. But there was another vehicle, another little pickup, a beige or brown one. It was flipped all the way over. I was like, wow, what just happened? Like, what just happened? Like, granted, there were so many people out, like in the laundromats, in the restaurants. I'm like, wow, it's so many people out already. And I'm thinking maybe they obviously collided. Were they in the restaurant? Were they in the laundromat? Like, what happened? Was somebody trying to get in, somebody else trying to turn and go out? Like, it's crazy. And the only thing you can think of is the truck that was flipped over because of the direction that it was going. There's no way it was trying to make a left, because you can only make a right coming out. You cannot make a left. It's a one-way street. So only thing I can think of is maybe they were were in the process of coming out to make a right, and then the other truck came and went boom and flipped them over and spun it around, because it was going in the opposite direction. So it had to have spun in that direction. I'm like, I don't know. It was, everybody was running. Allergies, y'all. I'm sorry. Sinus. Everybody was running toward the accident. Some people look concerned. I don't know if they were running toward to try to help. More so than anything, I think was to try to film. Everybody had phones out. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I hope whoever was in that vehicle is okay. Like, I couldn't see anybody. I walked right by and I'm looking, like, I couldn't see if anybody was in there. I was like, oh my God, like, I hope that they're okay. That's all I could think of was I hope that they're okay. Like, I don't know. It was just, it's 8:33, y'all. I'm not going to go to Sunday school, but I am going to the regular service. We have a little bit of a rehearsal afterwards. And I'm going to have Jeremiah drop me. Let me see. So yeah, I have like some, video, not a lot, just me on the bus, stuff like that. I'll probably show you all that at some point. I don't know. I may not. I'm trying to see. I hope I recorded it, even though, it's not. Really trying to capture. Yeah, I did. Okay, let me go back here.
That's probably coming. Hey y'all, I just come out of Aldi's to this. Police everywhere. Oh my God, car flipped straight over. Like, wow.
That's where I go sometimes to play. Oop. Hold on. That's where I go sometimes to play. I was trying to show y'all that. Sorry. And now I gotta find it again. I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't have put my finger. I think this was it. Yeah.
Police everywhere. Oh my God, car flipped
right
straight
here
over.
is where I go sometime to play.
Like, wow. You got people trying to drive and watch the dang accident. Drive, get the hell out the street. Damn.
I'm walking with the phone carrying a little brown plastic bag full of stuff. I don't know why that just slowed down like that, y'all. I don't know why that just slowed down like that. I probably have to go back in, but I don't feel like it. Hold on, y'all.
Hey, y'all. I just come out of Aldi's to
I don't know
this.
why it's doing that, though. It just all of a sudden started going in slow motion. This is me as I'm getting closer. Y'all see the car flipped over? I don't know why my phone is doing this. At least I did. I couldn't tell if anybody was in there. I don't know if that man and that lady that was standing there talking to the cop, I don't know if they were in that car, in that truck or not. But that little girl right there with that lady, they were coming out of Aldi's like me and just ran to capture what was going on. I thought maybe they may have known the people, because it was just crazy with so many people running toward the situation. Like, it made you wonder, like, it was just terrible, y'all. You got the more and more ambulance and fire trucks were coming. Wait, let's see. I try to get a little bit more picture. So as I walked away, so I had to try to zoom in. See that? I couldn't tell if anybody was in there, but I don't think nobody's in there. They must have crawled up out of there. And as I was walking away, that fire department, they started to throw something in the car. I don't know what it was. Like, maybe they thought maybe it might catch on fire. I don't know. But they were throwing something in there. See that place or something right here? This is where, that's the restaurant where I go to play sometime. Yeah, it's horrible. See, it's here where they were throwing stuff in there. Y'all see the...
I just come out of Aldi's to this. I had some things I wanted to do, so it's alright.
Yeah, so anyway, and I ended up, as I'm walking and doing that, the bus was coming. I was like, oh my God. I didn't make that bus, but thank God it wasn't the right bus. The right bus was right behind it. And so I was able to get on that bus and get back. Got to Madison and Cicero, no time. And just walk from there. Let me see, my phone did ding. Let's see, was there a message? Let's see. Sorry, guys. Oh. Okay, that was my sister checking. I forgot to text her. I'm just gonna have. I asked Jeremiah to drop me. Because I woke up a little too late to be trying to rush to go to Sunday school. And I almost wasn't going to go at all if it wasn't for the fact that we had to kind of do a little rehearsal thing. Because I don't know what it is, guys. Like, off and on, I know, I do know what it is. Freaking allergies. It ain't, like, you know, sometimes they kick my butt. You know, and I now I'm not so sure which tooth it is, because the ibuprofen, the gel ibuprofen, seemed to work better than the tablets. Now, I have bought, and I'm out already, so I should have, when I get paid, the next time I get paid, I'm just going to go. I was going to go before, but other stuff happened. But anyway, I was taking those, didn't feel nothing, like nothing, fine, right? Can bite down, no problem. When I got home yesterday, I had to pee. Like, I had to rush in the house, set the bag down, pee, wash my hands and everything. Came out, put the food, you know, the little few items up, and immediately started cleaning. I just immediately started cleaning. You know, when kids around, the house is gonna be messy, and when they daddy a little messy too, it's even magnified. So started cleaning. Knew that somebody was in my room. I forgot to childproof my room before I left, because the kids will be kids, right? But I knew somebody was, because my my laptop was laid down. I was like, okay. I always say don't close it. So I was like, who's in my room? Lavelle said he was. I said, I keep telling y'all this, don't lay the laptop, don't close it, which tells me that probably one of the kids was on it. And I don't want them on my laptop only because, unless I'm present, because they are kids, and kids are prone to break things, right? I don't have money to buy another one right now, and they sure as the hell don't, so let's not go there. So that's probably why he closed it, right? Understandable. But then I knew that it had to be coming to get my tablet, and I knew that because I had already told the baby before I left, no, because I'm not going to be present to pay attention, because they tell stuff. Sometimes they can sit there just as quiet, you know, and play their tablet, listen to the YouTube, whatever. Not a problem. But you do have those moments where they get a little buck. Because of that, you want to be, oh, frick, y'all. You just saw me, I just broke my nail. This is so frustrating. Freaking frustrated. I was going to take the polish off and clear polish and hard fingernail polish my own nails. All of these are my nails. All the fake ones have come off. Look at this crap, y'all. So it just never fails. Let me see. Can you see on the end there where it's cracked at? And it comes all the way. I might be able to save that. I'm gonna see if I have some fingernail hardener too, but the glue. If I have enough glue, I'm gonna try to save that, sand it down so it don't pick up nothing, and then put the nail glue on it, and then the clear. That's what I'm gonna do. I had bought a while ago. Sorry for the fat, y'all. I bought these a while ago. I was gonna put these on, and these are the peel-off ones. I didn't pay attention to that. I don't like the peel-off ones too much. But I bought these a while ago. I was gonna put these on. But I think I'm gonna, like I said, my own nails. But so yeah, I just want to be present. you know. But anyway, that's that. I immediately came in. I started cleaning. I took the machine out because I had already said on Saturday I was going to clean and I was going to wash, right? So I asked the babies, I said, y'all want to help Grandma Sheena wash? They was like, yeah. Lily never got up. She said, yeah, but she never got up. She was so submerged, whatever, in her phone, in her daddy phone that she wasn't paying, she, in her mind, she was like, yeah, I'm sure. She probably thought she was helping me, no telling. But the baby did. She came home. I told her, get your daddy stuff, put it in the bathroom. She goes, she get her pants. She come back, I'm ready. I said, no, get everything. Put it in the basket and put it in the bathroom. I come back, she done poured everything out the basket over in the dang machine. I said, we done. We done. Because you ain't paying attention. You're not going to follow instructions. And when you don't follow instructions, you can't assist me. You can't be taught anything if you refuse to listen and follow the instructions. And I told her, I said, that's it. Grandma Sheena no longer require your assistance. I told her, you have to listen. You must follow instructions. Even when you're in school, it does not matter. Your mom, your dad, it doesn't matter who it is. That's trying to assist you. Like somebody on the street, totally different. You know about stranger danger and all of that. But we're trying to teach you something. I really love this edge control, y'all. It's all gone, as you can see. I was just trying to wipe a little bit, whatever was left, because it was clear and shiny. I was like, something in there. I love this. It's empty. And I missed. Oh. Okay. Alright. I really love that stuff. Jesus. But anyway, here's as y'all can see, my Dr. Miracles almost. I use this. I love this. I love all their products, but this one at the time was the only one that I could afford. Did I open it? Because you gotta keep that hair oiled, which is what I was not doing the last time, but this time keeping it oiled. I did take some braids down yesterday in the back. And just added, I think I added 2 braids in the back. That was it. Just to try to give it a little more fullness. Because as y'all can see, these braids are not your average, your normal braids. This is just pretty much just protective hairstyles. I don't have to do much. Period. Pooh. To others, it may look a little raggedy, whatever. It's alright. I've seen worse. And they did that intentionally on purpose, so I can't be too bad. I just try to keep it neat. This is the leave-in conditioner I'm using. I can't see right now. Pure Honey, Cream of Nature. This is the one I'm using. I prefer Dr. Miracles, but they didn't have it. And this, I've had this for a while. Everything that I'm using, I've had for a while. So, nothing's new. It helps when it's not a whole lot. Try not to overdo it. That way you have it for a while, But yeah. I've been trying to definitely keep my hair moist and taking care of it. This is my hair drinks moisture. I don't know what you call it, peroxidity, all of that. I've never paid attention to any of that type of stuff. Never had to. I probably should have, but just never had to. I'm also using the apple scent with castor oil. It's Braid Locks and Edge Gel. It says Ultra Extreme Hold. This is what I'm using. I don't like the thickness, the greasiness of it at all. I don't. It feels so just greasy like, but it is what it is. Just want to get it as neat as possible. Get rid of all the stuff that's standing up. Lay it down as much as I can. So yeah, I washed. I had a basket of stuff, not a lot. Lavelle just had a few things, the girls' stuff, just a few of his things, not a lot. And then Jeremiah came home from work. I gotta call maintenance out here because his radiator is leaking water. I didn't even know it. When he opened the door, there was water everywhere. I was like, oh my God. He said he had mentioned it to me, but I didn't pay no attention. Because a lot of times Jeremiah mumbling and talking about multiple things, and it just, I don't know. I just don't remember him ever mentioning it to me. He mentioned to me about his window, you know. So we got to go ahead and hurry and get maintenance out here to see what's going on. So he had to get a towel, soak all that water up. So we got to get them out there for that and for his window. And then a mask is bulked underneath, but it's not leaking water or nothing. But the bathroom one I mentioned before does. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get on that. Another reason why I shut my room, because it'd be so funny. I got so much stuff over there on that thing on my on the stand over there by the door where the mirror is right there, as y'all can see. My earrings, combs, brushes, body sprays, deodorants, lotions, so much over there, multivitamins, and that's why I was, kids will look at them and think it's candy, this, that, and the other. So I was telling Lavelle, you got to watch them, and that's why I told them I don't want them in my room when I'm not in here, because every time the baby comes, she like, and I know, because I was like that when I used to go to my grandma's house. I was like, my grandma would have stuff. I was like, what are you doing with this? What's this? Can I have this? Can I use this? You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But I also know that kids will put things in their mouth. Baby like to take stuff, as y'all know, and put it all over her face, messing in my gels and things like that. And I barely got anything as it is. Anybody got time for that, little girl? Anybody got time for nobody having to go to the hospital because they put something in their mouth wasn't supposed to, or they had a reaction to something that they didn't have no business in, and it makes you look unfit? No. Oh, okay, y'all. Giving myself a freaking headache. Where's my glass? Oh. So that gray, I'm just gonna leave it. If it gets too white, then I'll try to color it. But because I burnt my hair out on the sides the last time leaving it in too long, now when I put it in, it's just barely touching, and I don't leave it in long. So it's been a while. And the reason why I was doing all of that, so we're going to put it over here. It's a little hard to see. Let's see. Okay. Oh, what I was telling y'all, sorry. As y'all know, I get easily sidetracked. But, I'm not even sure anymore which tooth it is. I'm just assuming which one I think it is, because it's loose. But I've never had an issue with it before. Like, why not all of a sudden? So I wonder if maybe maybe it's a cavity or something like that. I don't know. But definitely got to get it checked out because the pain is just too much. I did take some medication this morning with my coffee. Right before I started talking to y'all, matter of fact. I took it. I think I should have put these two in there too, shouldn't I? Yeah. Thought I grabbed everything. Oh well, we'll pull it up later. It's a little hard for me to see right now. Just gonna do the best I can. Okay. Thank y'all for hanging out with me this morning while I get myself church ready. Okay. I'll fix that in a minute. That nail is getting caught. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna lose that nail. So frustrating. I have to redo this one. Yep. Look, see it? It's frustrating, but let me go and take it off. This has never failed, y'all. Now, because I went on and took that off, I'm going to go ahead and clean my nails and put the fake ones on. So it can, the fake ones is what has been protecting my nails so that they can grow. Because, like I said, I'm just constantly, my hands in water, constantly doing this, constantly doing that. And they just break. I washed all my stuff. It wasn't a lot. But I wash once a week. Either Saturday or Sunday. I did it on Saturday. Hung all my stuff up there so it can dry. It's been dang near almost completely dry, but you still will have some things that's a little damp. I hang it up over the radiator, on the radiator for a good half an hour to an hour. It's done. Just was too lazy to take anything down yet because I had to fold and put stuff up, right? Jeremiah stuff, same thing. Hung it up. Lavelle stuff, same thing. Just a few things. That was it. But because it's a small machine and you want to get things as clean, you want to get things clean, I only put a little in the machine at a time and I let it spin I let it spin multiple times, wash multiple times, depending on how dirty something looks to me. But the fact that I'm washing every week, once a week, it shouldn't be anything too filthy. And if it is, like I said, I'll see it, because the water would be like dirty. There was something in there I washed, was so dirty the water was red. Something I know was a towel. The towel that he was using to get the dirt up off suck the water up off the floor. And I told him he could have used the shampooer, but something wrong with that shampooer too, because the last time I used it, I think I recorded with y'all the last time I used it. It's the water is leaking out. I'm like, what the? So I don't know. But you can at least suck the water up, Anyway. Can't see good like I want to, y'all. But what is this? Yeah, dang cat woke me up. Drinking the water out my plant. Him. Like what? And it always throws me because I didn't even know he was in here. You know? And you hearing stuff and you trying to figure out what, and you looking around, and then once you focus, he in the. I was like, this cat. That's one thing about these freaking rubber bands. I'm gonna have to redo that. I see. I thought I grabbed the comb, but I didn't. That little. There you go. I'm gonna say that little comb with the pick in, whatever you call it, rat tail, would have probably picked that right up. Okay, well, it is what it is. As good as it's gonna get, you know. First Lady will be giving the word today. Looking for her. Alright, y'all. I think this is as good as it's gonna get. It's hard for the sides because, you know, my glasses, it's hard to lay them down like I want. And plus, they still trying to grow back for me frying my head. So, it's all good. Try to keep it as neat as possible. I tell y'all, on Friday, our supervisor told me not only did I get a raise, but a bonus, $1,300 bonus. For a minute I thought she said, I remember 18th, and she said I'll see it on the 18th check. I think she said April 18th. I was hoping it would be the next check. My mind was focused. It's going to be on the next. Oh, I'm going to be. And then later, yesterday it dawned on me, wait a minute. She said April. But hopefully I'm wrong. I'll find out when I review the stuff that she sent to me. I'll find out for sure. But I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping I'll get it before April 18th. It shouldn't take that long, you know. But yeah, I was so happy to hear that because, you know, when you constantly, y'all know I've been really nervous and just stressed about all the changes and the, you know, updates and all of that. I had to renew my license for pharmacy service representative. Pharmacy technician or whatever, you know. All I had to do was renew it, but next year we have to actually take that test. You got 2 years, so I really gotta buckle down and start trying to study. And you know, they have where you can take out loans to for these classes, this, that, and the other. So, I don't know. I have to look more into that and start buckling down. And I'm just going to give that to Jesus, put in his hand to help me to focus and to remember, to learn yet again more stuff and apply it, you know, because it's just so much. It really is so much. Another coworker, she, like I told y'all before, she just was like, she was in tears. Now, I totally understand. I completely understand because I was the same way. So when my supervisor told me that, I was just so like, wow, thank you. Because I didn't get the bonus last year. Because of the different changes and this, that, and the other. But I've been really working hard. And they got me just doing so much stuff, and it's not just me, honestly, because of all the changes. And I understand the changes. I understand why. You know, when you call CVS, Walgreens, wherever, you don't want to be transferred to 10 different people. You know what I'm saying? You got a customer service rep, you got a this rep or that rep. Your first call should be the only call, right? Unless it's something really, really you can't do. You know, billing, things like that. Understandable. But you should never have to call somewhere and then the person that picks up the phone asks you what you're calling about, and you tell them, and then they say, oh, hold on, let me transfer you to the right department. You say, oh, okay. And then they transfer you to that department, and that department said, oh, hold on, let me transfer you to... No, then they ask you what you're calling about. And then the next department, the person said, oh, hold on, let me transfer you to the right. So you get transferred about 3 or 4 times before somebody tell you, oh, we can't help you. Or something stupid like that. Or you get your question answered, but you had to be transferred 10 times to get it answered. It shouldn't be with anybody. You know, and I understand... You know, that's one of the reasons why we are being taught so many different things, because, and I get that, I understand that it makes 100% sense. It do, and I appreciate and I like that, because when I first started, I said to myself, only 4%. Y'all look at my tag. Y'all don't know if y'all can tell it. It's got chocolate, all kind of stuff on it. I got to clean it. Let me just plug this up. But yeah, they want you to be cross-trained, so it can be a one-stop. You know, a person's first call should be the only call. You know, unless it's something really you can't do. But the first call, I agree, should be the only call. They shouldn't be transferred a million times, this, that, and the other. So I totally get that. Oh my God. I'll be glad when this grow back like I want. Because that just looks so horrible to me. And then especially the way I braided it. And then the gray brings even more attention to it. Like, ugh. So horrible. Anyway, guys, yeah, so after... I think it was about 11, almost 12 o'clock when I finished everything. Once I got through, I was also trying to cook dinner at the same time. So I finished that. It was about 11, 12. I got all the garbage ready. It's on the back to go out. I'll take that down. When I have Jay take me to church, I'll have him. We're going to go down together. You grab some, I grab some. You know, Lavelle's been taking it. Jeremiah's been really irritating me a little bit with that, because he's been forgetting, and he'll take his garbage and bring it out and hang it on the door. Just take it down. Or he'll sweep and leave it to be swept up. Just get it up, because you know your mind ain't it's not going, oh, let me go back and get this. You're all over the place. Just, you know, and I get why, but that's not cool. We all in this together. So yeah, like I said, it's about 11, almost 12. And so then I ended up watching y'all know I used to love me some Bad Girl Club. I done seen just about all of them. There might be some that I missed. But that was, I was flicking, I saw it at the top when I turned the TV on. I was like, Bad Girl Club. Maybe it's a new one, but it wasn't. It was some old ones. It was episode 15. And so I went ahead and watched it. It was the Twisted Sisters episode. And I was a little frustrated. Y'all know I used to love that show. Like, man, I was back when I used to watch it. I was like, they need to come out with a Bad Girl Club for mothers. Because I would try to join. Like, man, I loved that show. Like, for real. What I was a little frustrated about was, okay, so the girls that was on there, and I didn't see it when they first came in the house, I didn't see that, but the girls that was on there, for them to be older, to me, it was just, they didn't act it. You know what I'm saying? All the way, because when it came down to the replacement girls, the 2 youngest girls, to me, they didn't treat them right. Like, I understand they were a little loud, a little this, a little that, but you didn't have to come at them the way you did. I truly didn't feel like, I feel like that was wrong, especially for y'all to be talking about OG. Oh, I know OG meaning in their cases, not only were they the oldest one, but they was in the house first, the originals. I get that. But the fact that you were so much older than these girls, and you been where they are, you should have been a little bit more understanding, and you should have found a better way to communicate with them, as opposed to barking and, because that's what it looks like, you're barking at them. You got to think about it. When you were in that position, when you were learning, and when you was out there buck wild doing what you was doing before you decided, let me get my life right, let me do this, let me do that, let me take this opportunity, right? Because they have a life coach and everything. Before you decided to take that step, or whatever the case may be, you was where they were. So I think it should have been a better way to try to communicate with them, because they really wasn't, they were loud, but they were being even more obnoxiously loud because of how you were treating them. Yes, the little butts was hanging out and so on and so forth. All y'all had on clothes that were at times revealing. Yeah, they call themselves the twerk sister. One of them, she just had no butt bigger than mine, but she still was small. But still, she's confident with herself. Yes, you know, in some cases you'd be like when they come down and had the cooking class, why would you come down in your underwear? And it's been a mini bad girl club where you've seen people do that. It don't necessarily make it right, but you can't shine on them. If anything, girl, why are you down here? Figure out a way to talk to somebody without barking at them and being mean and, treating them like crap. When you were like that at one point too, you don't look down at somebody when you living in a glass house for one reason or another. That's how I look at it, and I've always been that way. I try to teach my kids right, but some things I can't bark at them knowing that I did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Or doing the same thing. I can't. I'll say, don't make the same mistakes I made, or don't do this or don't do that. This is why. Not just so much as just I try. I'm not perfect. But in watching that, when the last 2 came on, the 2 sisters, they was fiery. They was a mess. And they took a liking to the 2 youngest ones. And I appreciated that. Like she said, for all of them to be in the house and to be coming at these 2 youngest girls like they doing, she's like, that ain't right. And so I like the fact that they pretty much stood up for them. They was like, we here with y'all. We got you. And I mean, they was something else. And I get it. I just think that a lot of stuff that went down shouldn't have. I also didn't like the fact that the girl Diamond, that I forgot what you call her, Butch, I guess is what they would say. I didn't like how she treated Olivia. All this was your plan. You was putting everything on her. You talked her into doing this, that, and the other. And then when the truth came out there, you make it seem like it was all her, or she betrayed me, she did, she that. You really technically betrayed her. She's telling you the whole time, I can't keep doing this. I don't feel comfortable with lying. I don't this, I don't that. People were bad at me and well, this is your freaking idea. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, and she constantly trying to tell you ain't listening, you already had none of it. And eventually the truth came out. She couldn't handle it no more. And now you talking about she betrayed you. Technically, you betrayed her. It's like, you mad at her, and I was like, wow, how twisted and confused and messed up a person's mind can be, to the point you can be wrong, but you don't see it. You only see someone else's error. You know what I'm saying? Just crazy. But it was interesting. Anyway, guys, it's 9:19. I've been talking to y'all for 55 minutes. I'm finna go ahead and get ready. Hopefully, if I have time, I'm gonna try to rush. Show y'all what I have on, what I'm wearing in church, because I'm not sure what I'm wearing yet, and I still gotta do something with my nails. I may just paint over them with my own black. I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now. Oh yeah, I feel a little sick. Yeah, they're gonna probably copyright me for this, but I put these, y'all. Okay, I think this is the one that's empty. No, it's got liquid in it, but it don't want to come out. Hold on. I put the fake ones on. I mean the ones that's. Oh crap. Oh, I put the ones that already have the sticky on it. Those don't stick too hot, especially when your nails aren't clean. Oh, I feel a little sick, y'all. So I'm just trying to take this one. Okay, this one had a little glue. Just trying to take this one there that don't wanna. God, it sounds like somebody got a bunch of dogs that's just barking like a pound. I wonder if maybe it's a bunch of puppies. Yeah, so the ones that don't seem to want to, I'm just lifting it up, adding a little glue. Maybe that'll help hold it down. Try to do that without making a mess. While I'm doing this, you guys, I'll probably get copywritten for this. I hope not, but I wanted to, maybe I'll turn it down. I wanted to sing with you guys a song, Lord, I Worship You. Let me turn it down so maybe. Glasses are kind of hurting my head. See up close in a bit. Okay, I'm gonna sing this, y'all, and I want y'all to just sing with me if you know the words. I don't know the words. And I can't hear with the window open. Hold on. Hey, there's cat fur everywhere. Okay, guys, I'm gonna sing this. Whoop, try to. It's not right at all. Because of who you are, I give you glory. Because of who you are, I give you praise. Because of who you are, I will lift my voice and say, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are. Sorry, y'all. Jeremiah started asking me questions. Glory. Because of who you are, I give you praise. Because of who you are, I will lift my voice and say, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are, Jehovah Jireh, my provider, Jehovah Nissi, Lord, you reign in victory. I give you glory. Because of who you are, I give you praise. Because of who you are, I will lift my voice and say, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are, Jehovah Jireh, my provider, Jehovah Nissi, Lord, you reign. Shalom, you're my Prince of Peace, and I will worship you because of who you are. Hallelujah, y'all.
You think you can pass what it was?
Capital S, small H-E-E-N-A, Sheena, 2468. Let me double check it, but I think that's what it is. Okay, Netflix. Google, Alexa. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Sheena 2468 with a capital S. Huh?
Nah.
Give me a second, buddy.
Wasn't it like Friday something or?
It's been changed since because it was off. Okay, y'all, give me a minute. Oh, sorry guys, the whole time I thought I was recording, I'm not. So I'm gonna make this quick. It's Sunday. It is 4:07 p.m. I had a wonderful day at church. Here's my food: mac and cheese, fish, and then this is onions and bell pepper with a little fish in there. And then I have salad, just lettuce, no tomatoes and stuff like that. No, I didn't put any croutons or anything in there. And then I have some tea. Church was great. First Lady preached. She talked about stand, be strong, put on your whole armor, the breastplate of righteousness, trust God and stand. Okay, guys, I am going to go ahead and eat. I'm tired. I'm hot. I got the windows open to get some fresh air in here, but I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna lay down. I'm watching Bad Girls Club. I think this is season 17 I'm watching. So yeah, talk to you guys later. Bye now.